Welcome back, everyone. You know, having a portable computer used to mean dragging around a 15-pound beige brick that required its own dedicated power grid and a chiropractor on speed dial. We dreamed about a device we could slide into a jacket pocket without ruining the tailoring. The iPad mini was supposed to be exactly that, the ultimate companion for the commuting professional or the guy trying to read a PDF on the couch without a giant screen illuminating his face like a stadium floodlight. But for years, Apple treated their smallest tablet like the forgotten middle child at a family reunion. They've been stuffing it with recycled processors and aging display panels while charging a premium for the smaller footprint, leaving the Pro models to get the shiny upgrades. Well, according to reliable sources, that era of neglect is ending. The upcoming iPad mini 8 is shaping up to be a true powerhouse, but there is one massive catch nobody is talking about, and it might make you rethink your upgrade strategy before handing over your hard-earned cash. Let's separate the actual leaks from the noise of the rumor mill. Today, we are diving deep into the recently leaked specs, structural design changes, and pricing rumors surrounding the highly anticipated iPad mini 8, slated for a late 2026 launch. For those of us who remember the indestructible glory of the Nokia 3310 era, we appreciate hardware built to last. The current iPad mini 7 is capable, sure, but Apple seems to have finally realized the untapped potential of this 8-inch form factor. Supply chain leaks strongly suggest they are overhauling the mini's identity, transitioning it from a casual media device to a professional-grade tool. We are looking at an OLED transition, desktop-class silicon, and experimental hardware features that haven't even graced the iPad Pros. Let's break down what you're getting, what you're losing, and if this device is worth the dent in your wallet. If you find this helpful, a quick like and subscribe goes a long way. Let's start with the physical footprint. At first glance, the iPad mini 8 looks familiar. Apple will likely retain the sleek flat-edge design we've come to know. However, the dimensions are getting a crucial tweak. Rumors suggest the bezels are being slimmed down significantly. By reducing these thick black borders, Apple effectively squeezes a larger display into the exact same physical chassis. This is a brilliant move. The portability of the Mini is its entire claim to fame. It's why you buy it instead of the larger models that require a dedicated briefcase. Increasing the size would defeat the purpose entirely. You will still palm it comfortably with one hand while holding your morning coffee in the other, but you get substantially more usable screen real estate. That brings us to the display, undoubtedly the biggest story here. According to reliable industry reports, Apple is finally ditching the aging LCD panel for a stunning, state-of-the-art OLED display. If you own a modern television, you know this is a night and day difference. It reminds me of the time we first saw high-definition TV. Suddenly you could see the sweat on the quarterback's forehead and standard definition was dead forever. With OLED on the Mini, we get infinitely deeper blacks, significantly higher contrast ratios, and vastly improved power efficiency. The screen size should grow from 8.3 inches to roughly 8.7 inches. For reading architectural schematics or reviewing spreadsheets on the go, this is incredibly immersive. But here is the critical caveat affecting the tactile feel of the device. Will this gorgeous OLED screen have 120Hz ProMotion technology? Currently, the leaks are aggressively divided. Some analysts suggest Apple will reserve ProMotion strictly for the larger Pro models to maintain product differentiation, because heaven forbid the smaller device feels just as premium. If the Mini 8 is capped at a standard 60 Hz refresh rate, that beautiful new panel might still suffer from the perception of stutter when you rapidly flick through dense text. It's a classic Apple segmentation strategy, much like charging extra for memory that costs them pennies. It's disappointing if true, because a premium screen deserves premium smoothness. Under the hood, however, the changes are monstrous. The iPad mini 8 is reportedly bypassing incremental upgrades and jumping straight to the A19 Pro chipset, built on the bleeding-edge 3nm architecture. This is the exact same ultra-powerful silicon expected to power the upcoming iPhone 18 Pro. Let that sink in. We are talking about literal desktop-class computing performance crammed into a device the size of a standard notepad. This means effortless 4K video rendering, handling 3D CAD modeling without breaking a sweat, and massive improvements in local AI processing. For professionals who use the Mini as a legitimate portable workstation, this chip ensures the device remains highly capable for years to come. It's like dropping a Corvette V8 engine into a golf cart. The sheer power-to-weight ratio is staggering. As for cameras, expect subtle refinements. We anticipate a 12-megapixel rear shooter with an improved image signal processor. This means better document scanning in low-light conditions, a practical upgrade for scanning receipts in dimly lit hotel rooms before dealing with the accounting department. With a significantly more powerful chip and a brighter OLED display, you naturally worry about battery life. Nobody wants a device that needs plugging into the wall by lunchtime. The good news is the 3nm A19 Pro chip is designed to be incredibly power efficient. Combined with the OLED panel, battery life should see a noticeable bump. We expect the standard 10-hour rating to remain on the spec sheet, but real-world endurance should be far more reliable. Charging speeds will likely remain predictably conservative. Apple prioritizes long-term battery health over rapid charging, a philosophy practical tech users agree with, even if it tests our patience before a flight. Now let's talk about a rumored new feature that sounds like pure science fiction. For the first time ever, the iPad mini might finally receive an official IP rating for water and dust resistance. How exactly are they achieving this without compromising audio quality? By completely eliminating traditional speaker grills. Patents and recent supply chain murmurs indicate Apple is actively developing a sophisticated vibration-based acoustic system. Instead of sound pushing out of tiny holes, the entire metal chassis of the tablet acts as a speaker diaphragm. By sealing those speaker ports, the device becomes a sealed fortress against liquid. For field engineers or just someone wanting to read the news by the pool without a mild panic attack, an IP-rated iPad mini is a game changer. It's basically a ruggedized tablet minus the bulky rubber case. Of course, all this premium technology comes at a decidedly premium cost. The current iPad mini 7 starts at a somewhat reasonable $499, but with the addition of a cutting-edge OLED panel, a top-tier pro-level processor, and highly advanced acoustic engineering, that entry-level price point is almost certainly history. Reliable leaks point to a $100 price hike, pushing the base model to $599. You are paying near-pro prices for a miniature device. It's a tough pill to swallow when a much larger standard iPad costs less. As for availability, you need a healthy dose of patience. Production constraints mean the iPad mini 8 is firmly targeted for a late 2026 launch window, likely around the September or October timeframe. So what is the ultimate verdict here? Let's separate reality from marketing fluff. The transition to an OLED screen and the adoption of the A19 Pro chip are highly believable and make perfect logical sense. Apple is systematically moving its premium lineup to OLED, and the Mini is naturally next. The A19 Pro chip makes perfect sense too, as Apple desperately needs its hardware to support intensive local AI. However, the vibration-based speaker system, that is where I strongly urge a healthy dose of skepticism. Apple files thousands of patents every year that never see the light of day. While an IP-rated iPad is a logical evolution, fundamentally redesigning the physics of acoustic delivery in a consumer tablet is a massive engineering risk. If they get it wrong, the audio could sound horribly metallic. I will personally believe that specific feature when I see the device fully disassembled on a workbench in a garage. Overall, what we are witnessing here is a fundamental shift in product positioning. The iPad mini is no longer just a cheaper, smaller iPad for casual reading. It is slowly becoming a highly niche premium tool. It's the specific device you buy because you absolutely require maximum computing power crammed into minimal space, and you are willing to pay top dollar for it. To summarize the most important takeaways, the upcoming 2026 iPad mini 8 is bringing a gorgeous 8.7-inch OLED display, the incredibly powerful A19 Pro chip, thinner bezels, and potentially a groundbreaking water-resistant design. But you will have to wait until late 2026 and be prepared to pay a significantly higher starting price of at least $599. If your current tablet struggles to open a PDF without wheezing, waiting another year and a half is a tall order. But if it can comfortably hold you over, this upgrade is the most substantial technological leap in the Mini's history. It's a phenomenal piece of engineering that finally respects the needs of adult professionals. Now, I turn the floor over to you. Does the potential lack of a guaranteed 120Hz ProMotion display completely ruin the OLED upgrade for you, or is the ultra-portable form factor enough to justify dropping $600? Let me know your detailed thoughts in the comments section below. I read them all. Thank you for watching, stay smart, keep your gear clean, and as always, I'll see you in the next one.